Hey guys, it's Brian Ball here. Yeah. No, we're no longer Brian Ball. We're Beagle 3280. Beagle 3280 here. Sorry for that mistake. Welcome to Let's Redo Mario Brothers 3. So, as you guys had seen before on the channel, I had put down on the thing. I had put up a playlist, I should say, of Let's Redo Mario Brothers 3. But I've never actually got around to doing it. Reason being, bad internet. Not having a computer there for a while. Having problems with my with my life at the time. I had problems going on with my life. Like, my grandma was sick there for a while. I was during school. I was still doing steadily at my job. You know, some stuff happened, and so I wasn't actually able to make any videos there for the longest while. I had tried making videos, but internet was so slow and so bad, I was not able to upload there for the longest time. With McKinley being around, well, it's not that it's a problem if she's around. It's that she's only 2, so you have to understand that she's going to do some stuff. Like, she's going to be, like, loud, and she's going to interrupt stuff. Well, I had recorded a video, and she was just screaming the entire time. I don't even know why. I think probably because her mom took away her iPad or something. And so, resulting with that, I was not able to upload the content because the commentary in the video itself went terrible because everybody decided to make as much noise as possible. So for that, I'm bringing you the first official episode of Let's Redo Super Mario Bros. 3 that's actually going to be uploaded. Yeah. That bad. So, I think we've already covered all this when we did Mario Bros. 3 at first. Like, I was doing this, I believe it was Mario All-Stars version on NES, SNES, not NES, on the SNES version. I was doing, Let's Redo Mario Bros. I was doing Mario Bros. 3 on SNES. So, and then I decided to switch to the NES version. Then, like all this stuff happened with the internet and stuff like that, so I ended up switching over to the Wii U version on Wii U version's Virtual Console because I bought it when it was still on discount. So I'm like, you know what? I'll use the Wii U to record. Gosh, and upload the series using playing on the Wii U. You know, because it was cheap for 1 and for 2. I didn't have the channel on the Wii channel set up on here. And when we started this up, I was talking about not doing warp whistles, and I'm sorry about that, I pressed the button by mistake. We were set up as going to do no warp whistles, and it's going to be the same here. I will not showing where the warp whistle locations are. If you'd like to see those, you can either watch the old videos or look them up. They will not be showing off the location, nor will I be using them. So we're on to World 4 now. So, like I said, like the first video, the content was supreme. Like the video game content was supreme. Like it was good. Like I would consider it to be, like if I was a teacher and grading it, I'd give it at least a B-. But the commentary was just a downright F, see me after school. That bad. But like I said, it's not my fault. I'm not blaming my niece Kenley. It's just I don't know why people were talking being as loud as possible. Kenley was freaking out because of her iPad being taken from her, probably because of some stupid thing. But you know, I just didn't want to upload that because I know that a lot of people probably weren't going to be very pleased with it, and I felt kind of bad for the content. And I do feel kind of asshole-ish complaining about this because of the content of that. Of saying like what happened with it. I mean, I'm not feeling bad because that's how it turned out. I'm feeling bad because I'm complaining about it. But in all actuality, I mean, really, you can't really expect a whole lot to happen. Like, you're not going to expect to be able to record and it, come out perfect. 3 stars. There's going to be some times where crap is not going to be at its finest. Like, it's not going to be like Supreme Turmoil or like Supreme Manure in the bag that sells the greatest when you decide to sell it. You can't expect it to be grade A manure every time. You're going to have a couple of times where it's going to be just terrible. You grab a Tanuki leaf here. Actually, I think it's called the Super Leaf, not the Tanuki leaf. Well, also I wanted to tell you guys that I was actually debating, since Mario 3 was doing so bad there for a while with the content, you know, like with Mario 3 not being being uploaded and that and stuff, like we had so much complications with it. I was debating to either even redo Mario Brothers 3 or not. I was actually going to switch this out for a different Mario game, one of my favorites, debatably my favorite, Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. That's arguably my favorite Mario game of all time. Because that cape feather and just all together, it's gotta be the greatest creation I think Nintendo's ever made. And I don't know if people really even care, but I'm gonna say this, that Nintendo really needs to make a Mario World sequel other than the one they made on the Game Boy. Game Boy Advance, I should say. I just don't think that's good enough. I think it needs to go have like an HD, either an HD remake, or it needs to be it has to be like a sequel to it altogether. Because, like I said, that's one of my favorite ones, one of my favorite games altogether. Honestly, is Mario World. I have a lot of fond memories of Mario World, and I cannot remember the trick to this. Okay, as you see, I'm still about at the, what's that called? I can't remember what it's called. I'll think of it when I least expect it. I might just throw it in an annotation, or I might just throw it in the description or something. It's not that important. Maybe somebody at the bottom will be like, it's called this, you dip. Because I don't know if a lot of people probably notice or not, or probably even really freaking care. But if you do comment something, I will reply back to you, depending on the comment. Like, there's certain things I don't want to see in the comments, and that's A, spam, B, arguing, and C, just like altogether rudeness, because I won't stand to be the one channel who has comments constantly arguing with one another. Like, if you want to say something to me that if I was like to miss something, or you had some information, you had a question to ask, I'll more than gladly oblige to answer, depending on what the question is. But if you come on here just to say something like your videos are gay, women are gay, or feminism stupid, whatever, I don't really care about the feminism comment. You can put that all you want, as far as I'm concerned. But if you just come on here to just like do stuff like self-promotion, or try to put on something like link here for a free Brazers account or something, just I won't stand for it. I'll disable comments if it comes down to it. So that's what I'm just trying to say back to you guys. So Chode's trying to warn us that the king's magic wand has been stolen, so it's up to Mario to go to the airship to get the wand back. No, that's not a late commentary, like add-in. I was talking about a different subject, so I switched over to that one. We got some bullet bills here. We got some cannonballs. I don't think bonsai bills are at this time. I think that was introduced in Mario World, because that's one of the reasons why I like Mario World. There's a lot of power-ups, and the enemies were debuted in Mario World. Enemies like bonsai bills, cape feathers. What else? Dang it. like just about a whole ton of stuff was introduced in Mario World mechanics, I believe. Picking up a power up if you're picking up a cape feather when you're small, you'll become a cape feather instead of getting up one level higher. Stuff like that. Like, it's just, honestly, Mario World has got to be arguably the best Mario game ever created. So return the magic wand to the king. Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will chase you. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you, Princess Toadstool. So she gave us the P-Wing. The P-Wing will essentially, the P-Wing's abilities will make it to where you can float over a level. You float in the air as long as you never get hit by an enemy. You can float as long as you want. The P meter at the bottom will fill up. And you'll just run the entire time. You'll be able to fly for as long as you want. So that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.